Hello and welcome to CoventryLife. I'm here up in Allseley with Lorraine Douglas from Art from the Heart. Good morning.
Good morning, Emily.
How are you today?
Good, thank you.
So you've been busy since lockdown began last year, painting these incredible large pieces, and now you're using them to raise money in awareness of Zoe's Place?
Yes, yeah. The reason behind that was they desperately need funding. They can't run to full capacity right now, so that was the logic behind it.
It's a wonderful thing that you're doing. You only started painting again last year, is that right?
Yes, my daughter bought me some paints for my birthday a year ago, and when lockdown happened, she said, "Come on, Mum, it's time to prove that you can actually paint." So I gave it a go.
And wow. I mean, you use acrylics mostly, but you've been learning how to spray as well?
Yes, my husband took an old shed down. I thought I'll have a go at graffiti art, and it went on from there. I struggle with gripping the cans, so I kind of use both. So I do a bit of spray and then finish it off with acrylic.
So you have health issues yourself, so tell us a little bit about that.
I have a spinal cage and rods and pins in my lower back, and knock-on spinal pain from that, and slight nerve damage. So just ongoing health things, but just to get through the monotony every day, I just needed a focus. I'm up in the middle of the night. My dynamics in the house changed. My daughters were furloughed, working furloughed, so I just needed to remain quiet. So painting was ideal in the middle of the night when I'm up. So.
Fantastic. And so you find it difficult at times to sleep, so this gets you through really. But you've got help from Mick Batchelor, was it, from Dynamic?
Yeah, just browsing online, and I came across an artist that I really liked his work, and he's a local guy, and I contacted him and asked him if at some point we could have a lesson. And when restrictions were lifted mid-year, we got in touch, and we had a socially distanced lesson in his garden. So he taught me how to save paint because I was making a lot of errors. So yeah, it was really useful and obviously helped me create.
Fantastic. So you use the sprays on the back, and then you paint the figures mostly on the front with the acrylic?
Yeah, I give it a coat, a base, and then have an idea, give it a spray, and sometimes that adapts, it depends on how it goes, and then come in, and when I'm up in the night I can then finish them off. It can take me quite a long time because I can only do it for so long, but I keep at it. The focus is to get, whilst during the year, to try and get one out a month.
Yeah.
Because so many people had said it really spurs them on.
Yeah.
During their walks, and some NHS workers were really in a dark place, and we had chats at the bottom of the drive, and they just said, please carry on. So I did.
Yeah. So you've been pegging them out in your garden so people can see them, and over the past few weekends people have been coming around and viewing your outside art gallery, and you've made some sales, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I was pretty blown away. I kind of only expected to collect a little bit of money, if I'm honest, but the takings so far are over 4,000, and obviously
which is incredible.
Online contributions, the gift aid element is in excess of £750, so add that on, it's quite an amount, and I feel really humbled by the support that I've received. Absolutely. The couple that bought the paintings said they'd fallen in love with the two particular ones and wanted to support, so they made the sale on the drive, and I requested that it was sent straight to Zoe's Place, so they could benefit from the gift aid element.
Absolutely, which is
just
wonderful.
Had a tear, all three.
Yes.
And actually over the weekend I was blown away again by the amount of people that stood on this lawn and cried in front of the paintings. And they just said it's just the whole year's emotions coming out in us. So I think I got to 12 or 13 people, and I just said to my husband, I can't believe the reactions of some people.
Absolutely. I mean, you've been raising awareness of key workers within the NHS as well as with Zoe's Place.
Yes.
And you've spent a lot of time in hospitals, and you've seen what pressure that they are under.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic to hear that they've been coming out and they've been taking such joy from your work. It's got to feel so brilliant to know you're making a difference for them.
It does. It's strange because you think somebody from the NHS that's working long hours comes out for a walk to escape, and I was very conscious that I was maybe putting their work in their face as they're out on their walks, but it's had the opposite effect. They've said they've come and they've looked and they really appreciated that. Yes, they're getting online donations, but people truly are thinking of them. And through art, it had emotions for them that they could go away then and think, yeah, I can face another day. Turn up and they are making a difference, each and every one of them.
Yeah, and to know that we understand what they're going through. Yeah. It's I think creativity is almost like the polar opposite of what the medical profession do, and I think that the fact that everybody gets it and that we're all in it together, the fact that you've set up the outside art gallery so it's not just online, I think is fantastic, and I think that's what we're all missing in life at the moment, that little bit of human interaction, but safely.
Well, because I only started painting a year ago, I thought, I'm never going to get into an exhibition, so why not create my own? The messages that were sent online and through speaking to people had missed certain paintings throughout the year, and they kept saying, oh, when are you going to put them out, all together so we can come and see them? So I just thought it was quite apt. A year in lockdown was the right time to do it, and it proved so, because the feedback's been phenomenal. I never expected anyone to actually appreciate my artwork.
Your artwork is incredible, and thank you so much for talking to us today. But
thank you.
You would absolutely, no question about it, have a very successful exhibition if you did one.
Bless you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thank you.